Yeah, good news. We're going to finally see the Arctic air being lifted and pushed to the northeast. You can kind of see that already. Still got this big bulge in the center here, that kind of that cold dome that's sitting overhead. But if you look kind of right now at current temperatures, just look to the west, Salt Lake City 45, 27 Missoula. That mild air is eventually going to push over our area. So we're going to see eventually all this lift to the northeast and kind of retreat back to the north. So that's what we're over the next couple days. That's what's going to be going on. So that's the positive news going on. So we should be warming to the 30s by this weekend. Some areas may touch 40 on Sunday. 40s for most of next week, depending on what plays on. Some areas might even get the upper 40s. Other areas may be in the 30s, but it will be above average. There's just a slight chance of maybe a few showers. A little system's going to clip us as it's going from northwest to southeast along the UP of Michigan. Maybe a few showers, and that would probably be in the form of rain, given we're going to be fairly warm that time, but not expecting to see a lot of precipitation with that. We still got the alert day conditions, but it's really for isolated spots that still might get to minus 30 tonight. Probably higher up you go, more exposed areas will get those winds above 10 miles per hour. Probably southeastern Minnesota and further west is probably where you can see that. And if you look at where the cold weather advisories are on right now, pretty much it is just to the west. Decorah and areas just to a point. You see Rochester, Preston, all those areas still may see winds in the 10 to 15 mile per hour range. That'll give them wind chills at times to 30 below or less. But everywhere else pretty much has been improving. So we'll see that for tonight, and that'll be pretty much it for really wind chills overall. And if you track those out, this evening we're probably going to be in that 10 to 15 below range for anything you're going outside evening. By the time we get to 10 p.m. and beyond, probably get into 15 to 20 below. And then as you wake up tomorrow morning out and about, that's when we could see areas at 20 to 25 below, with some spotty areas getting a little bit colder for a few hours. But by the time you get to about 10 a.m., we're going to boost those all the way up to the single digits near zero. By noon, we're pretty much above zero for wind chills, and that's probably the last we're going to see too much of any really cold wind chills for at least a good week and a half, looks like. There's your temperatures for tomorrow. We're going to get back up into the teens, near 20, still below average. We should be in the low to mid 30s almost this time, but definitely we'll feel a lot warmer than we've had lately. Friday, we're going into Saturday. We're still going to look at temperatures in the single digits below zero, given the snowpack and clearing skies. So each day we're going to be below zero probably until we get to this weekend, but we won't have much of a wind chill, and in Friday's temperatures we kind of climb a few more degrees, maybe potentially middle 20s now for Friday, under plenty of sunshine to go on. And then going into Saturday, there we go into, whoops, that's not Friday's low, that's actually Saturday's lows. And as we go into Saturday, there's your high temperatures. Could approach freezing for some areas finally too. Definitely getting closer to average. And then overall next week, as you kind of time this out, look at all this warm air going on. It's really going to be quite nice going into Sunday, 30s, and to next week, all the warm temperatures to the west will continue to build. So throughout the area, we're going to see temperatures continue to climb up. There we go for Sunday. And then we're going to see temperatures pretty much approach the mid 40s potentially. Some areas to the southwest could be all the way to the 50s. So definitely going to be warm as we go throughout. And the 8-day forecast kind of spells that out with mid 40s. The next rain chance really comes in Wednesday, and they're cooler behind that. But note the 38 next week, Thursday. That is the average by now. So going into first part of March, we're now in the upper 30s for average. So we're going to continue to climb.
We like average.
Yeah, I bet you do.
Thanks, Greg.